Now when thread T1 will pick this particular task K2, because we have already downloaded the data, so at this time this will not make this particular function. Hi all, this is me Karan. So in this advanced stuff series, till now we have covered exchange data handling using multi-threading. We have covered memory pool. We have covered fault sharing, and we also did one small experiment around fault sharing. So in this particular lecture, we'll try to understand one more problem statement, and in the next lecture, we'll try to code this very same problem statement using C++. And whatever idea we are gonna discuss in this particular lecture, that idea is widely used in real life applications. So let's get started. So the topic is data download using callback. So in normal cases, what happens is, if I am designing an application where there is no multi-threading concept involved, so let's say this is my thread T1 and this executes some kind of task, and those tasks will be there inside the task queue of this particular thread T1. Let's say first task is K1, second task is K2, third task is K3, fourth task is K4, like that. So what will happen is, T1 will pick this particular task from this queue and it will try to execute K1. But to complete the execution of this particular task K1, T1 might have to download the data. Let's say T1 downloads the data using a function call which is called download data. And when T1 calls this particular function download the data, it waits for the response at this particular time. So T1 is stuck at this point. So let's say this download data call completes in, let's say, 1 second. So now after 1 second, T1 will proceed ahead and K1's execution will complete. Now T1 will pick another task which is K2, and again this will try to download this data using download data function. Again this call will also take 1 second. So the time duration in which this particular call completes, at that time T1 is idle and it is not executing anything. So this particular approach of downloading the data where T1 is blocked at this particular function call because this particular function call is taking time, this is called blocking call. Why blocking call? Because at this particular point, T1 is waiting for data to get downloaded, and in that waiting period, it is executing nothing. So it is in idle state. It is unable to pick any other task from this particular queue. So because this download data function call takes 1 second, so each task gets delayed by 1 second. And if these are latency sensitive tasks, then this is a very bad design of executing these tasks using this particular thread T1, which makes the blocking call in between. So instead of taking this particular approach, what we can do is we can download the data using multiple threads. So let's try to understand how that can happen. So let's say again there is a thread T1 and there is a thread T2, and corresponding to both the threads there will be a task queue. So this is task queue, I am calling this as a Q1, and corresponding to thread T2 there is another task queue which is Q2. So what happens is, this particular thread T1 receives the task, let's say task K1, and when it tries to execute this particular task K1, at that time it will download the data. We understood this some time back. So when this download data function call will happen, at that time what we will do is, instead of downloading the data using the blocking call, we will post this particular task using q2.post inside this particular thread T2's thread queue, and I am calling this task as a task P1. And when I will post this particular task, at that time I'll tell this particular thread T2 that when data download is done, at that time call a function, which let's say I'm calling that function as a on data download. And this will contain the data. And I will pass this particular function inside this download data. I'm calling this as a callback. So now what will happen is this T1 will fetch the task K1 from this task queue, and it will try to execute this task K1, and as part of executing this task K1, it will try to download the data. But instead of downloading the data using the blocking call, what this will do is this will create the task of download data, and this will post this particular task, which I am calling as, let's say, P1, into the Q2's queue. So this particular task will be here, and when this will post the task, at that time it will tell thread T2 that whenever you are ready with the data, at that time call this particular function, which I am calling as a callback function, and in this case this will be my function. So now T1 will pick this particular task from its queue and it will try to execute it. So now it will call download data, which is a blocking call, and once the response comes, let's say the response of this particular function call is, let's say, D equal to download data. Now this particular thread T2 has access to this callback. Now T2 will execute this callback, and this callback takes one argument, which is whatever data has been downloaded using this particular call. So this is how this particular function will get called. And inside this on data download function, what we can do is either we can process this data directly inside this thread, which is T2, or what we can do is we can again post this task, which is of processing the data inside the thread T1's queue, that is Q1 dot post data. Or we can create some kind of task which will be related to K1 because we downloaded this data corresponding to K1. So now there will be another task K2 which will be related to K1. Now when thread T1 will pick this particular task K2, because we have already downloaded the data, so at this time this will not make this particular function call, and we'll proceed ahead without downloading the data. So in this entire approach, T1 is not making any blocking call. Instead of that, whatever tasks are coming inside this queue, it is picking them instantly, and this thread T1 is handing over the data download task to the thread T2. And when data download is complete, this thread T2 will call this particular function on data download. And inside on data download, we are again posting the task to the task queue of this particular thread T1. So this is how we can download the data without making the blocking call. And this particular approach is widely used in the industry. So in the next lecture, we'll try to implement this whole idea using C++. So let's meet in the next lecture. Thank you.